So welcome, welcome. I'll say that again. So we won't be needing any props for today, just ourselves and our mat. And we'll start in a child's pose, if that's comfortable for you, coming down on your knees. They can be wide apart or close together. See what feels nicer and better. So we're starting in a child's pose, Lavinia, whenever you're ready. And anytime we fall down, notice if the eyes naturally want to close down. So take that invitation to turn your attention inward. And checking in, where are you starting today? How is your body feeling before we start to move it? How is your mind, the quality of your thinking, the pace of your thoughts, the tone of that internal dialogue? Again, just acknowledging, where are you starting from? And are there any emotions or feelings that are here in this moment with you? Then allowing things to be as they are, start to direct your attention to the breath. So feel that expansion as you inhale and the softening as you exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Let this be the anchor, the place to come back to whenever there are these waves, physically, mentally, emotionally, that almost we're stirring up on purpose through our practice. And then we get a chance to come back, self-regulate, find the breath. So one more inhale as you are. And breathe out. We'll start to move with the breath now. So on the inhale, lift up into your tabletop position and find a slow arch into your cat pose, into your cow pose, sorry. So we drop the belly, we lift the chest, shoulders pull down. On the exhale, slowly round through the spine, find your cat pose and press back into child's pose. And we keep waving. Breath in, come to your tabletop, arch the spine, lift the chest. Exhale for your cat pose, press back into child's pose. So see if you'd like to slow things down here, really sinking into the breath with that movement. Maybe closing your eyes again. And just being guided by the breath. And being invited into the body through that movement and the different sensations. Take one more circle, one more round. And the next time you're in your child's pose, start to unroll into sitting, sliding your hands towards you, coming up into a kneeling position if it's comfortable. We take the hands out in front of us here. Interlace your fingers and press the palms away to begin. Breathe in to reach the arms overhead, take a nice stretch. And on the exhale, lean over to whichever side first, taking a nice side body stretch. Breath in, come back up. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale, we lengthen up. On the exhale, round through the spine and take the arms parallel to the ground. Then turn your knuckles in front, squeezing the heels of the hands together, and really broaden that upper back as wide as you can through the shoulder blades, pushing them out. Take your chin down into the chest, feel that stretch. One more breath in, and breathe out. Go ahead and release out of that. Take your hands behind the back. We'll reverse that. Interlace the fingers there. Then chest up, shoulders back and down, and reach your hands up and away from the bum. If it's nice, you can turn your head side to side, maybe the arms to the other direction, and then over to the other side. Come back to center. Release your hands apart. Take your hands in front. We'll just warm them up quickly. So spread your fingers wide and then squeeze tightly into fists. And then out and in, we start to pulse. Imagine you're squeezing something when the fingers come in. So there's a lot of energy, force, strength. Then start to sprinkle as fast as you can. The rest of the body, the face, the shoulders, keep them soft. Pulse as fast as you can. Take one more breath in. And on the exhale, shake your hands nicely down. Find your tabletop again. And we'll come into a puppy pose from the elbows down. So bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms come together in prayer. Maybe walk your knees back just for a bit more room for yourself. And then press back, pushing the chest back and down, dropping the forehead to the ground. Reach the hands towards the sky and then drop the hands to the back of your neck. Keep pressing down through the elbows and imagine you pull the elbows back into your knees so you get a nice stretch through the triceps and a nice opening through the shoulders, the armpits, as well as a bit of an engagement in the upper back. Find your breath. As the mind will continue to wander away, the moment we notice our practice is simple, we can come back to the breath, what's here in this moment. So last inhale, breathe out. Come out of that, back into your tabletop, push up onto the hands. Then firmly press down through the fingers, the knuckles, actively gripping. Curl the toes and lift your knees, downward facing dog. Take a moment to feel your body through this pose. Take any stretches that feel good here, the spine, the legs, walking it out. So breathe in through the nose. Perhaps sigh out through the mouth. Nice breath in. Soft breath out, letting the day drop out of you. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. With that, start to walk forward into your hands. Knees can soften, give yourself space. And then widen your feet apart, find a soft ragdoll. So drop your head, the neck, the shoulders, letting the upper body just drop down heavy here. And if it's nice, you can hold onto your elbows and just take a few rocking sways, transferring the weight from one foot to the other, swaying yourself out. One breath in. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Tuck your chin into the chest even more, and then follow your spine, one bone at a time, unrolling into standing. Keep that chin to the chest. Let it be the last thing to come up. And then just take that stretch, that wave through the back body. Unrolling slowly to enjoy it, to be here, to not rush it. And when you're there, feel your feet on the ground. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lengthen through the crown of the head. We breathe in to reach the arms to the sky, stretching up. Exhale, fall down to the floor. Knees can soften, drop the head, the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, pushing away. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back and take the knee to the ground. Breathe in, arms to the sky, we stretch up. On the exhale, take a side bend into the left side. So you can press the palms together and just lean into the left. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale, hands to the ground, frame the foot. Breathe in, kick this front foot back, three-legged tabletop. On the exhale, rock forward and press down to the ground in a straight line. See if you can release to the floor with engagement. Then inhale, baby cobra, relax that leg, dropping down. Exhale, downward facing dog, push away. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, step your feet together. Breath in, right leg up to the sky, kick through the heel. Exhale, knee to chest, pull it in a little, and then step that foot through towards the hands. We hop into standing split. So kick the back leg to the sky, lean into the front foot. You can stay on your fingertips softly here, or any other variation you might want to play already here. Maybe a wonky balance, holding the ankle, whatever's fun. Filling your cup. One more breath in. On the exhale, roll into standing, drawing that left knee into the chest, hands into the heart. Find your balance through that foot. Lengthen the body, inhale. And exhale, release the foot to the ground. We go again, breath in, arms to the sky. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot back, knee to the ground. Inhale, arms to the sky, press the palms together. Exhale, lean into the right side. Keep squeezing your glutes. Inhale, stretch back up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, we kick this front foot back, three-legged tabletop. Exhale, rock forward and press down in a straight line, hugging the elbows in. Release that leg, breathe in, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, nice. Breath in. Exhale, step your feet together. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest, pull it in a little, and then step that foot through, and we hop forward into our standing split. So keep your glutes leveled. That leg won't lift as high, but squeeze that glute. Recreate whatever you did on the other side, maybe a little balance. Keep gripping through that foot, the big toe, the heel, the pinky. One more breath in. And exhale, rolling to stand, knee to chest, hands to heart. Lengthen through that standing leg. Take a breath in. And exhale, release the foot to the ground. Shake anything out if you need to. And we keep moving. So we breathe in, stretch the arms to the sky. Exhale, fall down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into down dog straight away. Breath in now, way forward into plank pose. So ripple through your spine, round forward, shoulders over the wrists. And then we soften the knees, exhale back, down dog. Nice fluid wave. Breath in, rock forward. Exhale, wave back. Lovely. This time we rock forward into plank. Stay there for a moment. And then take your elbows to the ground underneath your shoulders. Maybe one elbow at a time. You come into forearm plank. Keep your forearms straight. Press the palms. Press down through those elbows. And we'll come into a side plank from here. So drop your heels to the left and reach the right arm to the sky. Push the earth away from that Left arm might feel a bit wobbly. Keep squeezing your glutes. One breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Right elbow to the ground. That forearm stays straight. Drop your heels to the right. Left arm to the sky. Push those shoulders apart. Get high from the bottom arm. One more breath in. And exhale, come back to center. Option to stay in forearm plank, or if you're feeling warm already, maybe dolphin. Walk your feet in, get the hips a little bit higher. Nice breath in, push the earth away, and breathe out. Then one hand at a time, see if you can lift back up into your down dog. And we walk forward into the hands. Release the weight from your hands. Find that forward fold. Nice. Feel your breath. It's probably getting heavier. So let it rest. Settle for a moment. And we breathe in. Come back way. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Drop the head, the hands. Inhale, stretch to the sky. Press from the feet, gazing up. Exhale, hands to heart. And we release down by the sides. Maybe take a sip of water already. It's pretty warm, right? So let's keep hydrated. And it's going to be quite a fast, dynamic class. I guess it is almost every week. So just keep checking in. When I forget to say that instead of a down dog, you can be in child's pose, take those moments of rest to break, to meet yourself where this practice works for you and feels good. So whenever you are ready, back into our Tadasana pose, nice and strong. Feel the body become alive by pressing down through the feet. And then inhale, arms to the sky. We stretch up. Exhale, fold down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Push the hands away from the shins. Exhale, hands down. You step the right foot back, keeping that knee lifted. Then scoop the belly, the chest, and pull this left knee into the chest and the foot to float it up. So your three-legged plank here. Left foot floating. With a breath in now, we just kick that leg back, straightening, we stay in plank. Exhale, knee to the left arm through the side. Inhale, kick that leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time, kick it back. Exhale, knee to the right upper arm. Can you hold for a moment here? And we step into fallen star. So step that foot through to the side. Come onto the inner edge of the back foot and then right arm to the sky. Really ground through the right foot, push into that outer edge and see if the left foot can float. Engage your inner thighs, bend them up a little. It might help to pull that left foot back a little to the back foot. Take another breath in. And on the exhale, release your right hand to the ground and tuck that left knee back into the chest. And then we step the foot through towards the hands. Nice. Inhale to high lunge, arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Ground that back heel. Reach the arms out. Enjoy this familiar pose. Feel your legs. And see if that front knee can press slightly to the left. So Lucy, push it out a little to the left. See how that feels. Nice. From here, we flip the front palm up. Breath in, reach forward to lengthen. On the exhale, up and back, reverse. Up to you if that front leg wants to straighten, you lean away from it, or maybe deepens in that bend. One more breath in, reach actively through that arm. On the exhale, extended side angle, take the elbow to the knee and reach the right arm overhead. Turn your gaze, your chest up towards the sky here a little. Keep squeezing your glutes. And then, can you bring that bottom arm out so you're holding this imaginary block inside of your palms? See if you can keep it this way. I know it's quite going to be a bit tough, but we hop into half moon, perhaps with those hands holding that block. So you rock forward, you stay leaning through the side, you keep turning your gaze, your chest towards the side, that hip is open. Imagine you're pushing that block. Imagine you're standing on your hands even. One more breath in, get that leg a little higher through the side. And on the exhale, back to warrior two. Reach the arms out, inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands, frame that front foot, and step back into three-legged plank. So can you hover that left foot? Inhale, now we rock forward. Exhale, press down to the ground. Can you keep that left leg floating all the way to the ground now? Breathe in, baby cobra, left leg stays up. Exhale, lower the chest back down. Now, point that left foot to the sky, bending the knee. And we roll into the right side of the body, pushing from the hands, lift up into seated position. So we were on the belly, and then we roll up. Left foot to the ground, right leg is straight. You know where we're going from here, wild thing. So press down through that right hand, the feet, lift your bum, and draw that big circle with the left arm overhead. Squeeze your glutes, get your hips high, and lift your chest up. Nice. One more breath in. On the exhale, roll back into plank and hold there for a moment. Make your choice. You can hold your plank, you can take a child's pose, or we come down onto the elbows into dolphin. Maybe this time, see if you want to lower both elbows down at the same time. And then you walk your feet in and you hold your dolphin. If it's feeling a bit much with the heat or today, for no reason that you need to explain to anyone, knees to the ground, take a child's pose. Be honest to yourself. One more breath in. And exhale. Let's drop the knees to the ground all together. Then for your child's pose, drop your head to the ground. And as if you're unfolding from your ragdoll, roll up into a kneeling down position. Maybe take a few rolls through the shoulders. See how they feel, check in. And we'll keep moving. I guess I wasn't kidding that it feels like a hot yoga class for sure. Takes no time to really warm up. So pause it whenever you need to, hydrate whenever you need to, but if we feel good, hands to the ground, come back up into your down dog. Walk the feet into the hands, make your way to the top. Breathe in, we lift halfway up. Exhale, refold. Inhale into Utkatasana, your chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, and on the exhale, sit down a little lower, sending your bum back. Keep a neutral spine, not super arched, not super tucked, just a natural curve. Imagine you have that block in between the palms, so keep broadening and rolling those shoulders around the ears, building that strength, that protraction. Last breath in, and exhale, you fall down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot back, keep the knee lifted. Then palms flatten to the ground, scoop the belly, the chest, and float that right foot up, knee into the chest. Lovely, we do those pulses staying in plank. So with a breath in, only the leg straightens back. Stay strong through the core, the back. Exhale, right knee to right shoulder. Inhale, kick that leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, we kick. And this time to the left arm, hold for a moment. And then find your fallen star. Step that foot, drop the back heel down, and lift the left arm to the sky. When you feel strong, press into that left foot, press into the outer edge of a foot almost, and then float the right foot, or feel what happens when you try to engage it to come up. Broad back, don't drop into that shoulder. Last breath in. On the exhale, release your hand down, draw that right knee into the chest, and we step the foot through towards the hands. Nice. We catch our breath. Inhaling, reach to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Whew. Reach your arms out. Find a good stance. Press that right knee out. Squeeze your glutes. Then flip the front palm up. We breathe in to reach forward, lengthening. Exhale, up and back, reverse. Maybe lean deeper in the knee or lean away from it. Find a little triangle variation. One more breath in. And on the exhale, extended side angle. So find that bent knee, elbow on the knee, left arm to the sky and through the side. Keep that arm reaching, then turn your gaze, your chest up already, as we'll be going into that half moon in just a moment. But first, see if that bottom arm wants to follow and hold that block in between your palms. Imagine you have it. Then maybe maintain that and now hop into your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Try and stay rotated to the side, opening that chest, turning yourself flat to the side of a wall. One more breath in. Everyone's doing great. It's a tough one. And on the exhale, warrior two, release, relax for a moment. Breathe in here, reach the arms out. Exhale, windmill the hands to the ground, frame that foot. And then step back, three-legged plank. Can we keep that leg lifted all throughout here? So inhale, we rock forward. Exhale, press to the ground. Then inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest, keep that leg floating. Exhale, lower down. Bend the right knee, point the toes to the sky. And with that knee bent, we roll into the left side, then step that right foot back, push up into seated. Find your comfortable stance for your wild thing. And when you're ready, lift your bum, draw that big circle, find your back bend. So press down into the feet, squeeze your glutes, lift that chest, and reach through that other hand. It's not just hanging there. One more breath in. Exhale, we roll back into plank. Option to take a child's pose, option to hold the plank, or option to take that dolphin, and perhaps any other variations that we've been playing in these last weeks. That is your practice for today. If you're by a wall and you'd like to kick up, or you'd like to walk your feet up a wall, take that time. You can also give yourself a moment to rest, as we've been building and sustaining it quite a lot. And then maybe do the things against the wall. Otherwise, just come back to the breath if the mind is wandering around. And whenever you're done with perhaps that dolphin or whatever you are doing, just take a few moments in a restful position, whichever pose that is for you. Close your eyes. And just allow whatever is arising, what we're stirring up, to be here in light of your awareness. So those strong physical sensations, any strong mental reactions, comments, judgments, whatever it may be, And then the associated feelings. Are we attached to our thoughts, our outcomes, our practice? And whatever that noise may be here, just allow it to be here and let your practice be to witness it, become aware of it, hold it, allow it, and then know your way back to disentangle from it all as we come back to the breath and the body. So inhale through the heart, the belly, and sigh out. One more time. Breathe out. Nice. Blink your eyes open if they close down. If it feels good to move, we can move again. Otherwise, stay wherever you are. And then you can join us whenever you feel good. But if it's feeling good, we press back, downward dog. We walk forward into the hands. Breathe in to lift halfway up. Stay with that movement. Stay with the breath, nothing else. And exhale, we fall, drop down. Inhale, stretch to the sky, reach through the arms. Exhale, hands into the heart, releasing by the sides. We breathe into chair pose, sweep the arms. Exhale, lower down a little bit more. One more breath in. Exhale, we fold down to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, hands down. We step the right foot back and take the knee to the ground this time. You can keep the toes curled. Breathe in, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, hands to the ground, framing this foot. Breathe in now, we kick this front foot back like we did at the start. Exhale, press down to the ground strongly, but hold yourself. With the breath in, straighten the arms, lift yourself back up. Exhale, lower back down. One more time, we lift. Exhale to lower. This time, lift. Straighten those arms. Then drop your elbows to the ground. Keep them shoulder distance apart. Keep those toes curled. And we float that right knee up from the ground into this three-legged dolphin. So straighten the right leg up, keeping the foot on the ground. So we're gonna do and recreate those pulses we did to come into fallen star. So take a breath in here, and on the exhale, that left knee to the left shoulder. See if you can rock a bit forward into the forearms. Breathe in, kick the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. One more, we kick up. Then that knee to the right upper arm, and step that foot through. If you need more space, you can slide your feet slightly back. Then keep that left forearm straight and reach the right arm to the sky. See how it feels. I know it's quite strong. If you'd like to, that left foot maybe floats up. It doesn't need to. It's pretty punchy already. If it's fun, funky chaturanga. Right hand down, pull that left knee into chest, and then kick the foot back. And maybe your feet, that left foot is floating, the right foot is to the ground, or you can drop both knees to the floor and just find that chaturanga arm with the right elbow squeezing to the side. Just a moment more of that tension. If you've lost me, left elbow is underneath the shoulder, right elbow is chaturanga. And when you have enough, drop down onto the floor all the way. Maybe take your hands underneath the forehead. Find a little pillow for yourself. And be the witness again of what we stirred up with making things pretty challenging physically. But is it really just that physical challenge that's hardest? Or are mental reactions the commentary that make it much harder for us to try things. So come back to the breath. That's neutral. That gives us space, an opportunity to keep letting things go. Now, take your hands underneath your shoulders. Breathe in to lift into your baby cobra. Exhale, lift up through your tabletop, then curl the toes into the ground. Walk your hands back and lift up into Malasana. So you're at the back of your mat, open your knees to the sides, press the elbows against those knees. Enjoy opening your hips, your inner thighs here. Lift the chest, shoulders rolling down. One more breath in. And breathe out. So, option now to hold a crow if it's fun, or option to hop through your crow to the top of your mat. So you can kind of lean into your hands, hook those knees, and then maybe float for a moment, and you travel to that top of your mat. Finding a moment in the air, perhaps, broadening that back and just making your way to the top of the mat, or hold that balance, whichever is more fun for you. Nice. And when you're ready, just walk your way to the top of the mat if you're not there already. We breathe in to lift halfway up. Exhale, refold, drop the head, the hands. Inhale, Utkatasana, arms to the sky, hips lowering down. Press down through the heels. Come back to the breath. Nice inhale. And exhale, release to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back. Lower that knee to the ground. Keep the toes curled. Breathing in, arms to the sky. Squeeze your glutes, lean a bit forward, find a stretch. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot. Breath in, kick that leg back, three-legged tabletop. Exhale as you rock forward, press down to the ground, hugging the elbows in. Inhale straight and press back up. Exhale, lower. One more. Lower down. This time we straighten the arms, lift up. Then drop your elbows to the ground. Keep your forearms parallel to each other, elbows underneath the shoulders. And when you're ready, we lift that left knee from the ground, three-legged dolphin. See how this feels. Press through the elbows, and then we pulse. Breath in, stay here. Exhale, right knee to right shoulder. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. One more to kick. This time, that left upper arm, hold for a moment, and then step that foot through. Drop the back heel down. Maybe your feet slide more away. When you feel steady, maybe left arm to the sky. Push away from the bottom elbow. Maybe float the right foot up. Lots of maybes, all options. Don't feel like you need to go there. Even if you can, does it serve you is more important. If it's fun, maybe that funky chaturanga. So you take that right knee to the chest, drop the left hand to the ground, then kick that right foot back if you'd like to, and hug the left elbow as if you're doing chaturanga. Right elbow stays underneath the shoulder. Maybe knees to the floor, or that right foot can float. Lighting a lot of fire. Stay with the breath. And then release all the way to the ground. Well done, everyone. You can rest on your belly. Close your eyes or find whatever pose releases you. And if your arms are burning, your triceps, your shoulders, You're not alone. We're building strength, right? And more than that physical one, it's that mental one that I hope we keep finding, tapping into the ability to watch ourselves in the challenge and to be kind to ourselves in the challenge. Whether that's through encouragement, come on, I can do it, I can try it, I believe in myself. Or other times, it's, you know what, today, this isn't serving me, and I choose to not go there from my ego that pushes me to become more deserving of my own appreciation or worth. So we're worthy as we are in our practices to learn to see that, work with ourselves from kindness, from that love we already have. So find your breath again, almost like the breath is underneath all those things that float and fluctuate. And it reminds us our way back to be that witness where we get perspective to what arises. So brief space around it all. So you're diffusing it, letting it be there, but not needing to feed it, hold on to it, get attached to it. So soft inhale through the nose, soft exhale through the mouth. And take your hands underneath your shoulders again. Or actually, we can do a locust, perhaps. It might release the chest, the shoulders a bit more nicely. So take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, squeeze your glutes so that lower back lengthens already. And with that space, inhale to peel the chest up, shoulders up and down, and reach the hands up and away from the bum, like we did earlier at the start of a class. If your feet would like to float up as well, see if it feels good. One more breath in. And exhale, release down. Press up into your tabletop. And then again, walk back into your little malasana. And you can stay in malasana without taking it to your hands. Otherwise, hop through those crows if it's fun. Or otherwise, this can be that opportunity to play with any handstand variations you've been building in the last weeks, or maybe that's in your practice. So taking some hops from that bottom foot. Maybe you'd like to do it against the wall. Maybe hands come in front, your feet to the back of the wall, and you walk up into an L shape. No hopping, just getting upside down a little. It's basically like a down dog with your feet up the wall. They don't have to get high. Nice, everyone. And when that feels enough, come back down on your knees. Relax your shoulders back and down. And bring your hands to your heart and the belly. Allow your eyes to close down. And through that breath, be invited to go back in. Be reminded to stay here in the body, in this moment. Feel that moving energy into the hands, lifting and falling, lifting and falling. And if this feels already super nice, we've done a lot of movement, a lot of challenging stuff physically, so Perhaps you don't need to add more to it. You can stay here, just rest on your breath. Let this be a little meditation, a practice to keep coming back to the breath. Or alternatively, if it keeps being fun and good, to practice a bit of headstand, maybe that's nice. So those building blocks we've been working with in the last weeks, you take those elbows shoulder distance apart, interlace your fingers, keep the palms wide, the thumbs up, and then just find that crown of the head on the floor and sneak your head so it comes to rest against the hands. But really flush that line from elbows to forearms into the wrists and the sides of the hands, that they're pressing and they will be that main support you'll be standing on. Then see how it feels to lift your knees up. You can do those little pulses, just knees down and up, feeling the weight in the head and taking it more into the arms. If you've been playing with it, you can walk your feet in closer, closer, get those hips higher, and then just play around that the feet almost naturally want to lift up and float. Things don't need to happen. Your practice is this moment, the ability to be in this moment, the ability to notice those attachments, that things should be different, and remembering that breath. If it's kind of hard to find that tipping point, and you have your sofa perhaps near you, you can even pull your rug or your mat, by that sofa. You might not be seeing me here, but I've got my little sofa here, and you can have your feet on it. So same steps, just get your head to the ground, those elbows, and then lift the knees and just get one foot on that sofa. See how that feels. Maybe the other foot wants to follow. And there you can feel that tipping point. By straightening the legs, those hips can come higher and you feel like, I'm there. So just for that tipping point, if you'd like to explore it. And if in your practice, you're already finding that balance and the feet float up and you tuck them into the chest, heels into the bum, and then you play around with straightening perhaps, or even here, you already want to really engage your ribs, to draw them and pull them in, to hug that belly into the spine, engage the core, and especially if you straighten those legs out. So your legs aren't soft here, your toes aren't soft, everything's reaching up, squeezing to that midline, helping your body find balance. So there's less and less wobbles against the neck, as we want to be super stable there. So squeeze those glutes, hug those ribs, broaden that back, press through those elbows, and play around with it by a wall, by that sofa. And if it's feeling scary, by all means, you don't need to go anywhere. Or you can really break it down into those minuscule little steps that I just drop my head to the ground and I just stay there. Or maybe I lift those knees and I stay there. Or maybe that one foot can walk up the wall and then I don't even release that other foot from the ground. I just play with that little shift of the hips overhead and just gradually stretch that comfort zone. I hear this phrase that our life expands or shrinks based on the amount of our courage, or our comfort zone expands or shrinks based on the courage we choose to go there. And courage doesn't mean there isn't fear. It just means that I try. I don't let that fear stop me. But equally, we know when that pushing comes from the kind place or when it depletes us. So we don't always have to take the same to prove something ourselves or others. So when we are done with that, we can start to really wind things down. So if you're still playing with that, take your time. But otherwise, when you'll be ready, we can come down on the bum and unroll onto the ground, onto our spine. So we can be as flat, as supported, as held against the floor with as much contact that we can feel through the body. Close your eyes for a few moments. Allow your shoulders to roll down, so lengthen the neck. Then draw your right knee into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze, press your spine down. And find a twist. So pull your knee across the body, drop it to the left, stretch the right arm out, and twist your neck into the right. So you release it, especially if you put a lot of weight into it, it might feel nice. Keep drawing both shoulders down so you lengthen the neck. One more breath in to the side of the body. Breathe out. Beautiful. Let's make our way back to center. Left knee to the chest. Enjoy a squeeze, that weight against the spine. And then guide yourself into that twist. Find it into the neck, into the head, and then just drop with gravity. Keep pulling the shoulders down so that left shoulder isn't up towards the ear. Last breath in. Breathe out. And roll back. Then drop both feet to the ground. And we'll take a gentle bridge pose. So feet hip distance apart. Press that lower back down and lift your hips up. And if it's nice to walk your shoulders back from the neck and close towards one another, see if it feels good. Your hands can come through the sides of the body here, almost giving yourself this platform to rest on, a bit like a restorative bridge, or whatever variation feels good here. No weight against the neck. Press down through the head and the shoulders. Keep your neck lifted. One more breath in. And as we breathe out, bone by bone, find the floor with your spine. Then draw the knees into your chest. And with the hands on the knees, push them out to the sides, open. And see if you'd like to just rock side to side here. So pushing one knee away from you as the other one comes closer through the side. And then just alternate a little. If there's any variation, a happy baby or knee circles you'd like to do what feels good. Massage your spine, your sacrum, your tailbone, the glutes even, and rock things out. And when it feels good to leave things as they are, draw the knees back to your chest for a final hug. And then unroll to your Shavasana. Find as much length and space from the head to the toes. And from one hand to the other, sideways and lengthwise. Close down the eyes. And feel the breath in through the nose. Let the breath out through the mouth. And with each exhale, imagine the body sinks a little deeper, drops a little heavier into the surface of the floor beneath you. So almost that if you're still feeling the body is a bit tensed, or holding itself or working or engaging, just breath by breath, it's becoming softer, looser, relaxed, as if it's drifting away to sleep. And every cell of a body softens. Feel it spread through that breath, from your lungs, your belly, your heart, into the rest of your body, into the arms, into the palms, your fingers, down your legs, your feet, your toes, down your neck, your head, your face. And I keep saying it time and time again, but it's this really big part of my practice in yoga, my practice in life, that I keep finding to be the way to let go. Is not to need to get rid of things or change them how they are in this moment, but we let go by letting it be. So whatever is here for you in this moment, let it be. Your body, your mind, your breath, this moment as is. start to gently bring yourself back to the body, to feeling the space around you. Notice those different points of contact to the ground. Feel the air, the temperature, the warmth against your skin and off your skin. Then notice that continuing movement of your breath that you can come back to again. And very gently move your toes, circle your fingers, release your head side to side, massaging your neck. Take one knee into your chest and then the other. Take that opportunity for another hug that you practiced to work with yourself. And it can always be a practice. We're just humans. So take a nice breath in. And on the exhale, roll back into the side of your body and make your way up into a comfortable seated position. Let's take the palms just on our heart and belly here, allowing the shoulders to drop down. Your eyes can remain closed for a few more moments and just feel your breathing. So simple and so profound, just to be here and feel the breath. Then palm together in prayer. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, your practice, for sharing it with me.